Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are going to be starting our 2021 how-to guide week or 2 weeks. I don't know how many videos I'm going to be doing. I'm basically going to be making new guides for everything I've already covered on the channel for 2021. If you're new and if you're a new player, definitely hit that like and sub. I'm going to be going over every single thing that I could go over that could be a how-to video. I cover all the news pretty quickly. For the most part, I'm pretty up to date whenever there's information, so definitely go ahead and sub. We have been playing the game now for about 3.5 years. 3.5. We'll be at 4 years this coming October. Yeah, sounds about right. So been playing for a bit. If you guys want to just kick it too, for all my usual subscribers, just kick it with me. We're basically just going to be going over all the different ways of getting dragon stones. That's what this video is going to be. How to get dragon stones in Dokkan Battle in 2021. It might be a bit different than the 2018 videos, 2019 videos, because a lot has changed in the game from a lot of those older videos. I feel like these aren't really made as often anymore on YouTube because, again, Dokkan's not super duper hyped right now, unfortunately. But we will be discussing. So welcome to the channel, and let's get into it. So first thing off, right, I'm going to give you guys two things. There is a bot where you could farm accounts. Would I suggest that? Do it at your own risk. Do I have the link to that? No, because I don't use it. But it is out there, and of course, just go on Twitter. I mean, it's not that hard to find. If you do need it, you could ask in the comments. I'll try getting you a bot. If you guys are in, if that's what you want to do, just to get pre-farmed accounts with everything done already, you could do that. Do I suggest it? It's a 50-50. We don't know when Bandit's gonna start banning those accounts, right? We do have safety net implemented, so just be careful with those. Be careful with those. Or, there's a lot of account giveaways, like my boy Hazink or Havelhigh, or a lot of these YouTubers do give away accounts. The only reason why I'm saying this is because if you don't want to go through the story grind or anything for that reason, there's other options here that you could do. And I feel like that's fair to tell you guys and just, be upfront and honest. Like, yeah, if you guys want to, get farmed accounts, by all means, go for it. Just know that if you're a new player, you just want to be careful because, again, we don't know if those farmed accounts will be banned one day, right? We don't know. So I gotta give you that advisory. We don't know, but that's one way. And then the other way is just doing it the normal way, which some people say the right way, which is just building up your account from scratch. So if you're building your account from scratch, you're not getting the botted account, and you have your story at, you haven't done any of the story. This is where you go to quest. So quest is the easiest way for you to get stones in the beginning. Now, as a player who's been around for a while, I will suggest this: keep your story as a last resort if you can. I understand, but if you can, don't do all the story, because let's say there's a big celebration coming, like the worldwide celebration, or a 6-year, or a dual Dokkan Fest that you want, or just like a unit that you want in general that like you just have to have. Like, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna go crazy if I don't get this unit. Keep some of the story on the side if you could. If you can't, go ahead and just blast through it. Just understand you can't get these stones back. Once you get these stones, they're gone. So just keep that in mind when you are going through the story. You could go ahead. I mean, if you're starting for the 6-year anniversary, I would probably say go through the entire story as fast as you can, because 6-year is going to be huge, right? It's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of new units. Completely understandable. But if you're not starting during the 6-year, just understand there's other ways of holding off your story. So again, you'll just go, blast through story as much as you can. There's tons of stones here. I don't know the exact stone account, but I'm sure it's over like 700 easily, because there's tons of stages, tons of, this is a great section for you to be grabbing stones at. So story is definitely probably your best way. And then let's go into the tab that you're going to be going to primarily, because let's say once you finish story, you farmed up all whatever milestones are in the story, you're going to come over here to events. This is where most of us players who are already caught up with stones from the story have to go. You have 4 different tabs. You have story, growth, challenge, and Z battle. Each these basically all 4, like everything gives you stones here pretty much, unless it's like the really old ones, and then like you have to be all 3 to get 1 stone. I think that's like just strike event. So I could be wrong, but you just want to go through them. There's tons of stones to gather. New story events do come fairly often in Dokkan for the most part, so you just want to go through it. If you're a new player, Actually, I could probably even do like a video how to set up your account for the first time and things what to do with that. But you know, if you're a new player and you're struggling, you know, there's a lot of free to play cards here that you could farm up and just kind of do stuff with that. And like the strike event cards you could use, or like the Guinea Force or Team Bardock, there's stuff like that. There's a lot of different options here. You do have Dokkan events. There is a ton of Dokkan events here. So it is, you know, it is a little difficult when you first start, but there's a lot of new free to play units that, you know, we didn't have when we originally started Dokkan. So you should not have too many issues getting through it. So it's pretty fair to the point, right? I would definitely say it's pretty fair to the point. Just beat these events, you get stones. I could make a different video going over that if you guys would like that, you know, talking as like, you know, like I just started a new account on my JP. I could do it like that, right? And we'll just go over stuff. Again, these are all stone sources. Let's go over like some big stone sources here. Let me see, where is it? Legendary Goku event, Boss Rush, Infinite Dragon Ball History, the Hercule event. There's a lot of stones here. Hercule event is very difficult for new players. Can't really say you could do it. Boss Rush, the first the first 5 is pretty easy for the most part. Like once you get your first like decent team, even if it's like a mono team, you could probably beat the first 5 or 6 pretty easily. And that's a lot of stones that you could grab. You know, Fighting Legend Goku event, tons of stones here. There's a lot of missions, but again, as a newer player, it's gonna be more difficult for you. I gotta give you guys that disclaimer. It is gonna be more difficult for sure, 100%. It's gonna be hard to beat this stage in general. Again, you could beat this full free to play now, but you need to have at least some type. You need to have units to be able to farm up free to play units, right? For the most part. So you do have the Dragon Ball History event. There's a lot of stones here. Same thing as Legendary Goku event. It's difficult. Same thing with a lot. Like this is like a lot of end game stuff, right? You will be spending a lot of time in these because you will want to farm up those, but that could be a different video. Basically talking about that. Super Bad Road is pretty dope and very hard. So Extreme Super Bad Road. It's a lot of stones, but it's very difficult. These are EZA areas. Again, these are going to be more difficult. So you guys will want to be focusing more on probably on the story and just Dokkaning your characters. So sorry about that. I've been having some indigestion. I apologize. Embarrassing. So again, story, just farm up as much as you can, beat the Dokkan events, get your Dokkan characters up, and there's a lot of stones that you could grab from these harder events, right? You have EZAs, which each EZA gives you about 30 stones, so that's obviously a good amount of stones. I think it's like 34 if you include the missions that you get, so it's definitely very cool. It's definitely a very cool thing. So all the stages will reward you a lot of stones. Look, all the stages there are. This is primarily focusing on your characters, you know, your challenge, your growth, your story. There's a couple other things here. Like right now we have the World Tournament that gives you a decent amount of Dragon Stones. Haven't farmed it at all. I've been very, very lazy with it. I'm going to, don't worry. But there's a lot of stones here to get from missions. There's about like 30 something. Yeah, I don't worry. I'll be doing this later on, but because I actually kind of need to. So that's primarily that. We do have Chain Battle, which we can't really get into, but that's like a good 30 stones if you could do the missions. And as a new player, you're not gonna really be able to do some of these. Anything with Ultimate Clash. So as a new player, you're gonna want to be focusing on Dokkan events and the story. If you get lucky and pull a couple decent units and you're able to beat the Dokkan events very easily, just keep doing that and farm up your team and start farming up stones from there. If you can't, and you just have to keep doing story, you have to keep doing story, right? But again, that's up to you how you guys do it. You know, it's up to you how you guys do that. Then you have the Portal of Memories. If you have keys, you know, you get keys from missions, kind of just stuff like that in general. So, you know, right now I have 312, just missions, stuff like that. Here's everything. Here are more Dragon Stones. I wouldn't suggest getting Dragon Stones this way, but you could. So that is one way of getting Dragon Stones. We went through pretty much everything. One of the biggest things here is in Dokkan Battle is logins. Like your logins are extremely important. Let me see if I can find that for you guys. What is this? Is this it? No, this is the... there should be a tab for login. There we go. So every day... No, that's missions. Okay, well, this is good. This is good, actually. So missions, like every time there's a new campaign, there's going to be new missions. So you grab a stone here, grab a stone there, grab a stone there. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it does add up with your logins as well, and your daily stone or your daily 2 stones if you log in on the weekends. And do the missions. Here you go. So, okay, so yeah, for this celebration, the first login you do, you get 21 dragon stones, a lot, and then you get 1 dragon stone per day, which is not, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it does add up over time. It does add up over time. So, let's keep moving along here. Here is the actual stone shop. If you don't want to buy stones, I usually buy the $1 pack every day because it, it adds up over time with your login bonuses, with your daily. So you do get a decent amount. I think it's like I get like 6 to 8 multis a month by doing that, included with everything else. You do have the, where is it? No, not Shenron. Sorry. You have your daily capsule right here. So your daily capsule is about $10 a month. And then you get 3 dragon stones from it every single day. And you get 5 dragon stones the first time, 3 every day if you do the $10 one. I suggest it. You'll be getting a decent amount from that. But as of that, I think that's pretty much it. We've covered pretty much everything I've wanted to cover here for the most part. Feel pretty happy with that. You see, look, here's missions right there. You get a bunch of dragon stones, so just make sure to do your missions, do your dailies. There's a lot of dailies here, like look, consume 35. And stuff like that. That's only during the world tournament, so you could get 3 dragon stones here, so that definitely helps. Of course, you have different tabs like rank up. The higher you rank up, the more stones you get. They don't have rank up 600 missions yet, but they have it up to 500, so you'll get 20 stones at 500, 400, stuff like that. You have King Kai missions, which is like stupid things like kill a certain amount of enemies, stuff like that. That's pretty easy. And then over here, I think it's only in the beginning, and then I think that is the rank up missions right there. So that's pretty much all the sources for stones for the most part. If there's anything that I missed from anybody watching this, definitely let me know in the comments if I missed anything. I believe for the most part we covered all the events in the game, all that goodness and all that greatness. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. I hope this helps you guys in your journey in Dokkan Battle. Welcome to the game if you're new. Or if you start, you've been around for like a month or 2, welcome. It's awesome to have you guys. So the rest of the week, I will have more how-to videos. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and be here for all those videos coming up. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody, and peace out.